Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Vince McSham with you here, and we're going to take a look at some of the parts of the 1.20 update patch that came out earlier today. More specifically, things that aren't fixed. We wouldn't know that they were broken, though, because of the things that didn't work previously. So we will presume, maybe, that they're going to fix these things in a future patch, but I've given up hope anymore. So we continue to be beta testers that don't get paid. Quite the opposite, we actually pay them for the privilege of testing their game for 2 months. It has been bad. We know that. Anyway, they've done some things with the hair physics. I'm not a Bianca Belair fan, so never tried using her in the beginning. From video I've seen, her hair was a hot mess. Now it's just a mild mess. It's not as bad as it was. Still doesn't look good. My thing is the creation suite, as anyone watching this channel knows, and it's better. Yeah, you can finally get logos up and in, but let's not get excited yet, and I'm going to show you why. So we're going to create us a brand new custom superstar. This is going to be a relatively short one, guys, today, because I'm just doing this so I can post it and then link it to the hashtag fix WWE2K20 page, and maybe somebody in the devs will see it and fix it and pay me for doing their job for them. No, that part won't happen. So anyway, we're going to go to our face. We're going to go to photo capture, and we're going to actually see one part of this thing that I was quite excited about. All right, normally all you would do is size down the picture equally at all times from top, bottom, and sides. It would all just collapse. Now you can adjust it both from the width alone and from the height, which I was like, oh my god, this is going to be so cool. It makes this a much more interesting tool now. Now, if I'm being honest, this happens to be one of the cleaner face scans that I have, and I'm sure you all can recognize who it is. So right now, I'm kind of making sure that the mouth and nose are right, and the eyes are off a little bit. But with the old game, not a problem. Here's what's going to happen with the new game. So we save that. And what's happening here? Hold on a minute. Oh, this is changing the actual. I didn't try that before. Okay, well, you look underneath the eyes, and you can see that the eyes are not matched up with the cutout portion of the face scan. So this is kind of interesting that you're already working with the head shape in the beginning. I don't know if that was meant to be. It says face size, so I'm guessing it is. So that's new. And I hadn't tried that before. So we're working Chris Benoit, who's got a little bit more of a block head, for the lack of a better term. So we'll start there as our pickup point. Now we're going to go back to region, and here's where things get fun. I should, based on every other game ever, be able to just drop the eye into that little spot. But as you can see, the face scan is already attached, and the face scan is already moving, so I cannot do that. And I will just have that little blob under the eye. Now, can I work with that and change it up a bit? I can. I don't know why I should have to. Now, if you look on the left side where the photo is, it's doing the right thing. The picture is staying still, and I'm moving this in to the spot I want it in. However, the actual model is not behaving the same way. And again, normally you can move this to match the nose area. The nose is already freely moving around by itself. Same thing with the mouth. The mouth is now going to move. So the only way this tool currently works really, and by saying that it really doesn't, is you have to have a face scan that perfectly is lined up before you import it, if that makes sense. So again, are we better than we were? Probably. Is that saying much? No, not really. We're still not there. And we'll go to our skin pickup, which now you can do anytime, really, because it doesn't matter so much. Let's see if we can't match that up a little bit. Yeah, this one's going to be a little tricky. Well, as you can see, still got some bugs to work out. I'll start here. We'll accept that. Hey, Drake, thanks, man. I don't know how I'm going to get through it either. I'm not going to lie. And I'm not sure I'm going to. I mean, I'm not going to work with this. I'll tell you that right now. So we're sticking with 2K19 until this works properly. And at that point in time, I just may not care anymore. All right, go to body, go to skin color. And we're going to try. Oh, we are going to try to match it up. It's just not looking like it's going to cooperate. All right, let's go real dark here. That's too red. It's amazing that there's just no real ability to blend this more effectively, and it's not like you couldn't do that. I mean, I used that exact same face scan in the last week prior to launch on the 2K19 to guarantee that the face scan is great and it works well on 19. It's actually very clean, easy to use, as opposed to this. That's about as good as it's going to get. So I'm not going to do a whole lot with this. I'm just trying to get a look and see what I end up with here. Ooh, that's looking rougher by the minute, isn't it? So again, I can kind of tweak some of that out there. I'm going to get rid of the eyebrows, which will... Actually, let's do that first, which is going to be very hard to look at this thing. All right, that kind of helps. Let's see if there's any that we can use. Not that. Not that. Let's see. Guess we'll go with that, and then we'll lighten the crap out of it. And we'll take our favorite makeup piece and help cover some of that crap up. Problem is now, when we go into the game mode and play, I think the eyes are actually going to show up as the bright yellow color that they default are, which is what happened earlier. But again, that line is very visible because I can't get it to really match properly. And if they would get an opacity filter on the face scans, that would go a long way. A long way with helping these things out. The other thing I've got to look at doing moving forward is just kind of carving out nothing but the eyes and the nose. It seems like it's a little bit easier to match that up, or maybe doing a separate... I don't know. I really don't know. Ay, caramba. It is what it is, but what it is bad. All right, back to the hair, and then we're going to wrap. That would work, but not probably going to be the one I go with, at least not yet. That would work as well, and I may go with that. Another one that would possibly work, but not a top contender. No. Floss, I agree with you, but it's all about the money. Money, they don't have any conscience, so... Yeah, a lot of people got their money back. Look, if I didn't have a channel based on this thing, I probably would do the same. I'm just going to right now just go with that one. That's as good as any. You got that, and let's do a little bit of facial hair to try and hide the other crap. So go sideburns. And, we'll take the goatee effect. Which one we want to do here? No. There we go. A little bit darker there. And this one will make a little bit lighter. So those two blend together. And the last thing I'm going to do on this one, and then later I'll come back and worry about everything else. But, I mean, that's really what I'm working with at this point. So not being able to get rid of that line and get it to blend a lot better, and not being able to get the eyes and everything to fit into their proper area is something that's probably fixable, and maybe they will. It's just sad that we're at this point and still guys in a development team of a game don't know that it doesn't work. You would think Creation Studio would be the one thing that would be up and running perfectly because they're creative people. But it seems like it's a part of the game they never even look at or consider. All right. Let's see. Kate, is that Jericho? Come on, buddy. Floss, thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that. All right, face. We're going to go back here and customize, which is where we can kind of help hide things a little bit. So we're going to go with the forehead wrinkles. And I'm going to stay with the standard. Crow's feet, we're not going to go crazy with that, but again, the more we add, the more we can kind of hide. Bag under the eyes. We're going to go a little bit on the simpler side, which will hide the fact that we didn't really line them up properly to a certain degree. We'll drop that down just a little bit. This doesn't really show up much anyway, but I'll add it. All right, well, aside from the final details, which, you know, I'd still have to shape the nose a little bit more, the jawline and all that kind of stuff. But that is the building block that I'll work from. I have to change the body style, things like that. I wonder if I shouldn't just call him He Who We Speak Not Of. So again, the plan for this was to do the Monday Night Wars on 2K20 and stick with everything else on 19, but 20 has been unplayable. I'm thinking we're gonna go Ben Wanderer. Oh, Ben War works. Chris Benoit. Worry about all that later. Good enough. And our payback. Auto reverse, play possum. Yeah, what the hell. That'll be coming later. This one was kind of interesting. Nia Jax used it, and a few other guys in that superpower group kind of have that El Fuego moment. Move Thief. I like the run-in thing. I don't use it a whole much. I should use it more. Provides a modest boost to adrenaline, allowing you to lift more weight. Decent amount of momentum. Doesn't seem like much. Yeah, we'll go with that. Man, that was quick. We'll have them target head and arm. Well, I guess body too, right? A little less on the legs and a little more on the rest. Combo striker, ring escape, top rope, leverage. Everybody gets a table finisher in my world, man. You gotta be able to put people through a damn table. Nosebleed. Sure. Give him a comeback, running corner techno, ring toss out. Well, sure, why not? exposed turnbuckle. Why not? He had a little mean side to him, as we know. And, oh my god, moments. Barricade, no. Through table, we already said yes. Skull crushing boot, no. We'll go with the apron. Ladder finisher. We can do the diving headbutt from it. Oh wait, I don't know. That'll be an option that way though. So yeah, it won't. Escape artist. This is through the cell wall. Yes. Pod people will say yes. No, I don't like the outside suplex very much. Double finisher. No. Catching finisher. No. Suicide dive. Force suicide dive over through the ropes. Yeah. Super drop kick. Opponent reach across the bottom rope. No. Corkscrew leg drop. Torpedo DDT. Power bomb into the corner post baseball slide. Locker power bomb. Locker super kick. We'll go with a DDT. Ladder bridge. Sure, why not? Top rope double knee. No. Car finisher. Yes. Oh yeah, I'm going to go with the kendo. Multiple attitude adjustments. Triple power bomb. Breakout finisher. What is that? Oh yeah, through the wall steel cage. I'm going to say no. Avalanche, Spanish fly, poison. What is that? Perform a poison hurricane runner from the top rope. From the top rope. The skill cannot be equipped at the same time as outside superplex. I'm not even sure what that is, but we'll take a look at it. Matthew Soper, how are you, buddy? Got your capture card working again. Well, that's good. And abilities. Definitely go with a pinfall. Superstars have 20 seconds to complete their comeback sequence. Sure, why not? We'll go with that for now. And then the wonderful screen pose, which I really haven't gotten as excited about that this time around. I'll tell you what, in this case, though, we will delve in a little bit more. Just because I want to get something where it's going to have an open mouth and we can take one of those teeth out separately later for the toothless aggression version of Benoit. So from a distance, it looks fine. And most of the time when you see him, this will be about how he'll look or even smaller, depending. It'll annoy me because I'll know it's there, and how you guys do too. But this is just nowhere near as complete as the Creation Studio's been in the past. So, again, I will link this video to the hashtag FixWWE2K20 page, and maybe the devs will see it, and maybe they'll fix it, and we'll go forward from there. Once again, for what it's worth, my recommendation. What's up, John Wesley? How are you, buddy? My recommendation to the developers is, and I've been waiting for this to happen for years, and it hasn't, but that would be that with the face scans, have them be something that we can adjust the opacity on. That would go a long, long way, because in some cases, maybe all we're going to do is have a very faint guideline just to help place the pieces where they need to go, and then everything else will be all through creation and morphing and what have you. But that's just, you know, one of those little things that I thought by now we would be seeing and we don't. I don't know if it's something they can do or not. We'll find out together. So I'm sure within another few weeks they'll get another patch to fix some more of the stuff. And this patch definitely went a reasonably long way towards fixing things. Let's see something else real quickly here. We're going to do a couple of things. Well, we're going to try and do a couple of things. So we're going to first see if we can now actually play created wrestlers against created wrestlers. This is another one I worked on earlier today. Came out pretty good. Not done yet, but getting pretty close. Badass Billy Gunn, and then Chris Benoit. Well, Benoit's not even going to be half dressed, but it's okay. This is just a test. And then we'll go with my Cactus Jack because you couldn't get the one without the face mask to perform. I couldn't get John Moxley's face to work well either. Again, it's kind of a little overall disappointing at this point. Oh, there's Road Dogg. We're going to have him go head-to-head, I guess. I don't have a custom arena, so I can't even test that out. So normally when we get to this point, that little spinning thing in the bottom right corner just keeps on spinning forever. We're going to see if it'll actually put these guys into a match, which will be step one. According to the patch notes, you can now finally put them into universe mode without crashing everything. Isn't that a novel idea? And we do have a load bar on the bottom of the screen now, which I wasn't noticing that earlier, but on my monitor I don't see it. However, when I look at my OBS page that shows me what's streaming out to you guys, I do see a bar. So it may just be that my monitor settings need to be shrunk down just a skosh. It's also loading faster than last year's game significantly since it's 4 created wrestlers. That's a lot faster than it has in the past. And it's putting us into a match. So again, that is my personal creation there because you couldn't take the mask off of Mick Foley in the game. And, I mean, it would play, but his hair would be, like, funky as hell. And I've got that in one of the other videos. You can go back and look at that. So I'm not sure if they fix that or not. I'll test that maybe tomorrow because I would rather use the in-game model than the one I had to create, but at the least I'm happy with what I created. I think it came out pretty good. But for the Monday Night Wars, I needed to have Cactus and then Dude Love and all that good stuff. So here's my first look at a still under construction Road Dogg. This is by no means the finished product. I am still tweaking things. I'm not sure about that hair yet. Not totally thrilled. So the eyes, again, the eye makeup was flesh tone, and it shows up here as that bright yellow that it actually is by default. So that's something that 2K can look at and fix because it worked fine last year. Didn't do all this. We can double check it with Benoit because we just did his. And I think I did with Billy Gunn's as well. So Billy's pretty much done with the exception of, oh wow, really you guys gonna do this? Are we going here? The New Age Outlaws wasted no time at all going at each other. As I gotta remember, we're not using right 2 on this one. And a half-naked Chris Benoit hits the match. Oh! Targeting is supposed to have been improved. Let's see if that's accurate. So far, my first attempt was a miss. But we know it's not going to be perfect no matter what. Irish whip reversed. Into the corner he goes. I haven't done any move sets for anyone other than Cactus, and that's only because all I had to do was copy it. I do wish you luck, man. You got this. Big JH, thank you for checking in. Appreciate you. Thanks, Robinix. Appreciate you as well. Irish whip to the ropes he goes. Sends him to the corner where he tags in the Naked Benoit. Naked Benoit into the match. Naked Benoit with the elbow right to the back of the hardcore icon. Well, that's accurate. Badass Billy Gunn gets a tag back in. So I will probably do some more tweaking as we go here, obviously, and change up how I do the face scans. Like I said, I think now I'm just going to keep the areas around the eyes and the nose. I'm not so sure about the mouth. I'm also thinking I'm going to have to come up with a really good stencil as to where everything is lined up to make sure that it gives me the best chance of getting everything lined up once I import it. Tag to Benoit. Naked Benoit from the top rope. Ooh, watch where you're putting your hands there, buddy. He's barely dressed. Willie, is the gameplay better? Yeah, I mean, look, I got to be fair. It's definitely better. Is it great? No. And if you look back on the early part of the video, you'll see the things that I'm talking about more specifically are Creation Studio related. It does feel at the moment like the targeting's a little sharper. Falls out the back door. Oops, missed that one. That's what they call opportunity. Oopsie. Takes him off the apron, covers, hooks the leg. Will that be enough? 1, 2. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm trying now to switch. Oh, that's fixed. Okay, you can switch tag team partners. At least here. Maybe you can't do it in the career mode or the universe mode, because that was always the problem in the past, and I heard somebody say you couldn't do it here. But that's a big one for me to find out that it may be fixed if it wasn't working. Default finisher. Hook at a leg. Awfully close to the rope. Oh, look at this. Okay. Might want to work on that, guys. that might be a little something to take a look at. Robotics, yeah, he's naked because I just started putting them together, and I've got all these are still works in progress. I just wanted to test a few things that were definitely not working out. Yeah, Omar, a little bit of progress. We're still not there.
Here are your winners.
I have not had a problem downloading anything from Community Creations. Nothing. I had problems with getting my stuff in that I would upload myself so far as logos, but that's working now. And again, as you see, Benoit under the eyes there was a bright yellow as opposed to the flesh tone that I put to the face makeup, so that's still not fixed. And you should be able to switch tag team partners, I agree, but in the past, that was one of the sticking points. 2 years in a row, actually, when it launched, you couldn't do it in universe mode. Now, last year at launch, they finally had it addressed right off the bat, which you would think you would have fixed that after year one, but okay. And I heard that it wasn't working when it launched this year in universe mode, but then again, nothing was working, so I never even tried universe mode, knowing you couldn't play created wrestlers against one another, and knowing that if you imported them to universe, it lost all their stats and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't even bother attempting it. All right, folks, as the old saying goes, I ain't got to go home, but I got to get up out of here. Hope this has been helpful for you guys. I'll be linking it, like I said, to the 2K devs page, and maybe they'll look at it. Maybe they can fix some of this stuff. And, hey, if y'all want someone to help you test next year's game before it hits, especially the Creation Studio, which is kind of my thing, hit me up. We can definitely discuss that. I'd be willing to work with you. Because at the end of the day, I know I trash it a lot, but, you know, I give you credit when it's due, and I'm going to trash it when it's right. There's just so much about this game that has potential that it probably will never reach. And much like the main WWE product, I think if you keep getting further and further away from what the fans really want, then you're going to keep getting all this negative backlash. And we want a good wrestling game. We're not really hearing anyone who's excited about being able to, you know, have a graveyard match, which is really boring because there's no crowd whatsoever, and you can only take a tombstone out of the ground and hit somebody over the head with it so many times and open a book with mystical forces and have that be kind of cool once or twice. A lot of time was spent on stuff with low replay value. Just get the game itself, the base core part of the game, up and going. Career mode, don't need it. Just don't need it. A lot of the tower stuff, you could probably get rid of some of that too. There's just so many things wrestling fans really don't care about. They want a good wrestling game. All right, I've ranted. I'm done. I gotta go. I'll see you all real soon. We're going to be doing some more NWA in the very near future. That'll be on the 2K19. See you guys. Have a great day. Peace.